Alright, I'm Noah,
And I'm Andrea.
and this is going to be a video all about everything that we have in terms of expectations coming into our year spent in New Zealand, and then we'll be revisiting answering the same questions a year from now to see what has changed, what has stayed the same, how we've grown, and what we've experienced. And we'll just be going and one by one answering one by one answering questions about just all sorts of random topics. So the first question is going to be, what will I hope to achieve or experience during this year in New Zealand? Would you like to share your thoughts first?
Sure. Yeah. I feel like as far as achieving things, I kind of want to take this as an opportunity to maybe reinvent myself a little bit, or maybe not even reinvent myself a little bit, but yeah, I guess just take the change of environment to make some changes in my habits, or positive changes in my habits, maybe spending less time on YouTube, or being more present, or maybe documenting my taking more photos of my experiences and documenting my experiences a little bit more. Maybe posting more on Instagram. I'm terrible at that, and I want to get better at it because I want to share those things with my friends and family, and all of them pretty much explicitly ask me, please, share photos, and I feel like that's an easy way to share them with everyone. So I think that's something I want to achieve. As far as experiences, there are so many things that I really want to do here. I'm so excited for everything that is ahead of us. I want to explore every bit of both islands, honestly, and yeah, just really enjoy the mountains, but also the coastlines, and do a lot of the hobbies we were doing in San Diego, and also maybe pick up a few more. To do a lot more backpacking. That's a big one. We didn't really get to do as much of that living in San Diego, because it was usually just such a far drive to anywhere that was good to go backpacking. Lots of yeah, just lots of time outside. Maybe some mountain biking.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I'm really excited to take horse riding lessons. They're gonna be a lot cheaper here, and there are stables, the Airbnb that we're staying in. There's a stable just right down the road, which is so exciting. I love that.
You good?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. I would say for my achievements, I want to just be able to prove to myself again and again and again that I can uproot my life and flip everything upside down and land on my feet. And I can do scary things and I can do hard things, like getting even just a little thing, like getting a new phone plan while I'm out here and having to figure that out, or figuring out the buses and getting a MetroCard, or buying a car out here, renting an apartment.
Making new friends.
Like all of those things, it can be pretty daunting. Even like earlier in the grocery store, I was a little overwhelmed just because everything was so brand new and everything. But I want to prove to myself again and again and again that I can put myself in those situations and survive and be able to quickly adapt and kind of thrive in that sort of environment. Yeah. I think that'd be the coolest thing, to be able to be a person who is so so familiar and fine and okay with being a little uncomfortable and being a little uncertain.
Yeah.
That'll be sick. That'll be super cool to be able to look back at this video to see not only what we've done, but who we've become.
Yeah.
Hopefully we've learned some cool stuff along the way. Future us watching this video.
Yeah.
And then experiences, I want to meet some Kiwi friends, and I want to be shocked at what sort of stuff they do. Like, they spell veggies Veges.
Whoa.
Yeah, if that is so different, then I can only imagine what else might be different, you know?
Yeah, you pay at the counter at most restaurants.
Oh yeah, and then like
Taxes included. And
taxes
everything.
included. Like
That's pretty
you go to the
common in a lot
grocery
of
store
places,
and an
but-
item is $5 and you have a $5 bill, you can afford that item.
Yeah.
Not in America, you can't do that.
No.
Nope.
Silly U.S.
Yeah,
Why do we do that? I
so
don't know.
silly. What else? I want to make a lot of New Zealand friends and Aussie friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just talk with them and
Yeah.
experience that.
Learn their lingo.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Their slang.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder if by the time we're making this video a year from now, we have like a slight New Zealand accent. I think that'd be the coolest thing if we do. Because that would mean that we really put ourselves into this community and made good friends and talked with them and actually like connected with them in such a way that like subconsciously our brains are like, you should talk like them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I also wonder like what we'll look back on and laugh at that was like so mind-boggling and confusing to us to start.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my gosh, remember like future Noah and Andrea. Do you remember Disney discs and how baffled you were at that interaction?
That was just so shocking, and we were like, what is that?
Yeah, we were like, what the actual... Yeah, we were flabbergasted for sure. There will almost certainly be more instances like that if we're living here in this culture, so I'm looking forward to that. The second question is going to be, what challenges will I face? What will we face, you know? I would say for me, the first thing that comes to my mind is how are we going to figure out a car and insurance and then renting a place and making sure that that place is good. Will I need a IRD, which is like a social security number but for New Zealanders?
Bank account, maybe.
Will I need a bank account for like that? Like every interaction or every credit card charge that I've had so almost this far has required a signature for some reason. So I don't know if I'm going to need like a different credit card.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it should be fine. I want to figure out how to get a bus to the ski slopes because if we buy a car that's like a wagon and it doesn't have that much ground clearance, I don't even know if we'll be able to get to like Craigieburn or something like that. Hopefully future us has figured that out because it is already winter and I do want to ski.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
other challenges might just be like, we just probably, in all likelihood, will get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
A lot.
And that's okay.
Often.
Yeah.
You know? But that's okay. That means you're literally, like, putting yourself in crazy situations where you're just like, well, you'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know? It's like sink or swim.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think I would far prefer that to, like, I don't know, waking up and, like, everything's always the same and you never learn anything different.
Yeah.
And you're so comfortable that it's boring.
Yeah.
This has been extremely exciting because I can't figure out anything here. Like, crossing the street, I'm like hyper vigilant.
Yes, like which way do I look?
Yeah, so I'm just like looking both ways constantly. And then like, I'm always trying to learn new lingo. Like where else? It must be a part of like Australian and New Zealand culture to be like, not like informal, but like super casual about sort of things, some things, because like where else in the world would you find an airport sign where it says like you've reached the gate that you need to be at, like relax.
Yeah.
Like it says relax, like take it easy, you're fine. Like,
that was really
come
funny.
on. Yeah. So that'll be an adjustment for sure. And then you know what? I feel like another challenge might be like, if I'm worked up, I don't want to get Andrea worked up, so that might be a challenge. And if both of us are worked up, like, how do we function?
How do we not work each other and work each other up into
Yeah. Or like,
flames, I guess.
or like when we're worked up and there's a miscommunication, like, how do we talk through it right then and there? You know? And not just like give up.
You mean like when there's something we don't understand and we're overwhelmed?
Yeah, because I feel like it's a very common tendency for, like, when I'm worked up and angry to just, like, want to distance myself from the situation and then calm myself down and then come back to the problem. But sometimes that's like not necessarily a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other challenges do you think you'll face? What do you think you'll face?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that like the biggest challenge will be sort of learning the ins and outs of the culture here, and I've already sort of found myself like in public places,
Oh,
like
gosh,
restaurants or grocery stores. I'm like not fully sure how to behave or like what to say, or like do I smile at people, do I not, do I say hi, do I not?
Yeah,
like,
right.
And
So funny.
yeah, I don't know, and not being sure how kind of all the rules work, and yeah, I feel like I lost a lot of confidence, but that's like I guess not a bad thing, and I'll gain it back, I think, as I live here, and I think it's very humbling also, and kind of reminds you that like the world you live in, and also like the U.S. culture in the U.S. is not um, the status quo everywhere,
Yeah.
and you have to kind of learn to play by new rules when you go to a different country, and it can be a really fun challenge. And I always think it's really fascinating the way cultures are different and have different like customs and sort of practices and ways of interacting, and I think that it'll be a challenge, but it'll be a fun challenge, and probably sometimes an overwhelming challenge, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, I guess to your point, I am a little like overwhelmed right now too by the kind of logistical things like finding an apartment, and do we need a bank account? Will they even let us sign a lease? Like, how do we, if we're not, if we're just on a temporary visa, like how do we do all of that? But we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I think we just have to like, I don't know, trust that we'll be able to figure those steps out along the way, and we just have to trust that we can focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, all the dots connect backwards.
Yeah. And if things don't work out, it's like, well, you can switch it up again as well, and again and again and again.
Exactly.
There's thousands of apartments here.
So the question is, how will I be different a year from now? And
I'm excited.
Yeah, something I'm excited about is to actually just like chill out more. I don't know. I mean, it's funny because I feel like California it's a very chill place. But it's also a very not chill place in a lot of ways.
Super materialistic sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, let's not complain. I'm not complaining whatsoever about my time in Southern California. It was heaven on
we
earth.
Loved it. We loved San Diego. It was home.
But at certain times, it felt like maybe a little materialistic.
Very busy.
Very busy.
I feel like I became a much more aggressive driver there because you just have to, or you're not gonna get anywhere. And I never used to be that way before moving there.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited to be in a place that just moves a little slower and is a little quieter.
But I think it'll still have the action that we want.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can go outside and, do all the action sports and adventure sports that we love. But the
busyness.
The
traffic and the stress of getting to those adventures is not going to be there.
Yeah. And I think...
Which will be great.
I think it'll be great, yeah. I think it'll actually, like, really do good things for my stress levels even. Sometimes I think I didn't realize how much, driving places or, like, trying to go do things in San Diego would sometimes stress me out because it was always so busy and there was so much traffic and there were so many people and, everyone was sort of, like, dressing in their fashion designer name brand clothes, and so you're, like, thinking about, okay, what am I wearing? What am I doing?
Yeah, even it's too easy to get caught up in that. It's like living like a competition.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I feel like it almost living in California almost like reflected your values back to you.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't really care about what clothes people wore, you know, so I didn't really have to worry too much about that wherever I went. But for some reason, when I had my blue car, that 2006 Toyota Corolla with
Yeah.
the paint that was all chipping off, like, and I pulled up to a nice. How will I be different from me? Have you answered everything you needed?
Yeah.
How will I be different from right this moment? Well, if everything that I want to do and I'm dedicated to making happen has come to fruition, I will know what it is like to ski at Craigieburn. Like, I will know what the Southern Alps look like and Mount Cook. I will have been to Queenstown and, like, enjoyed the little things, even, like, enjoying a Ferg burger. Like, I will have seen a sheep super close to me and heard it baa. Right? Like, I will have climbed upside down at the cave right outside of Christchurch, that famous climbing spot. And I'll have surfed at New Brighton Pier. And, like, those will be the big things, of course. But there will also be little things that, like, I, right now, can't even imagine.
Exactly.
Right?
And maybe
Which
it's
is
big things, too.
Like, even big things, too. Like, I can't even...
Like things we don't know about yet, or...
Yeah. Like, when we moved to San Diego, I had no idea about Big Bear. And Big Bear is one of my favorite places on planet Earth now.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm kind of hoping that in the same way, we can experience that. Like, see the things that we've been dreaming about and watching YouTube videos about, but also find brand new crazy things that we have never even fathomed. Yeah. I think that's super exciting. So, hopefully I'm different in that way. July 2025, Andrea. What is your favorite food?
Probably the vegan Napoleons from Hannah's Creamery at the
In
mall
San
in
Diego?
San Diego, the UTC mall.
That's funny. That's good. We'll see if that changes. Maybe a year from now, you're like, no, still.
Still that.
Still that.
Still that. They're really good.
They are very, very good. Maybe
especially warmed up a little bit.
Oh yeah, maybe there's some Napoleons here.
Yeah, I want to find some kind of like pastry or a little cafe that I love a lot here.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I would say my favorite food is sushi. I love sushi. I can eat so much sushi, and still feel decently like light, and not like gross. Like I need to take like a nap or something, or like my face is oily.
Yeah.
From like eating a ton of like heavy food. Yeah, that's pretty good. So maybe sushi will, cause sushi has been like a perennial thing. It's been my favorite like for over a decade now.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Rapid fire. What is your favorite sport to watch?
Ooh, probably still track and field. But I've really developed a love for watching equestrian
That's
sports
cool.
again. So that's fun. And it probably will only grow more while I'm in New Zealand because I'll actually be taking lessons.
And there's a ton of stables around this area.
Mm-mm.
It is so cool around here.
It's so nice. I love that it's sort of so rural and quiet like as soon as you get out of the city. Because, I love San Diego so much, and like there are so many things to do there, and there is so much to see, but there's just so much urban sprawl for miles and miles and miles. And yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited to have the pace be a lot quieter and life be a little slower, and I'm interested to see how that changes.
Yeah, it's so funny because like you keep on mentioning that you want the pace to be slower, and in the back of my head I'm like, no, let's speed up, let's go. Like I want to well, don't get me wrong, I want to go skiing, and I want to go mountain biking, and I want to go surfing, and I want to go do all these crazy activities. But at the same time, I suppose you're right. I do want to come back to quiet.
Yeah.
I want to hear sheep in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And have peace of mind.
Yeah, exactly.
But if anything, I'm gonna speed up. I'm gonna be doing so many activities nonstop.
Yeah.
But then returning to the peaceful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that plan.
So your favorite sport to watch is equestrian stuff. we'll definitely have to do that because there's probably going to be some stables out there with like snow-capped mountains in the distance
Oh.
to see.
Oh.
And then the ocean if you turn the other way. That's going to be crazy to watch.
I really am so excited to go on a horse trek or tramp
Horse
trail ride.
Yeah. That'll be cool. Like you can go around and
on the beach
out and about.
or in the mountains. That would be so fun.
That'd be cool. I would join. I would get over my fear of horses to join.
Okay.
My favorite sport to watch, still college football, and I was wondering if I'll continue to keep up with college football this fall. In all likelihood, I probably will, just because I think it's still fun. But I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm gonna really get into watching the New Zealand All Whites soccer team, and then also rugby 15s. Maybe I'll fall in love with, but rugby 7s is electric. Like the pace is just like non-stop sprint, sprint, sprint. So I think that's gonna be fun. Okay, next question. What is your favorite sport to play or do?
That's a difficult question because I feel like there are a lot of sports now. That was something that changed in me in San Diego for sure. I picked up so many hobbies like surfing, stand-up paddleboarding, rollerblading again, skateboarding, longboarding, slacklining. What else? So many things.
So many things.
And
Basketball.
I loved it. Yeah. Swimming. And yeah, I don't know.
So what's your favorite sport to do right now?
I don't know. I obviously running is always very close to my heart. But because I haven't been able to do it that much for the last few years, like, I don't know if it's my favorite anymore. I mean, I think, I don't know, I think it's always still my favorite, but I think I'm really enjoying right now doing a lot of other sports, you know? And I want to just keep doing more of that here. And, you know, I would really love to, like, pick up mountain biking more here.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That would be, maybe cross-country biking. I don't know if I want to do
Downhill.
actual downhill mountain biking. I think I would get a little scared.
It is quite scary.
Yeah.
But awesome.
I want to do more climbing here.
Yeah. I would say, since it's wintertime, skiing. Oh my gosh, skiing is bliss. Skiing makes you feel like, yeah, I could stick around. Like I want to live to be 100. If I could ski to 100, oh my gosh, that'd be cool. I would move to Telluride and be part of the 100+ skiers club.
There's a 100+ skiers club?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's incredible.
Isn't that so cool? People who are just so stoked on life, they're just like, let's do it.
Let's live to 100.
Let's live to 100.
That's amazing.
Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. What scares you a little bit? You wrote this question.
Maybe like.
I'll tell you something. I have an answer.
Okay.
I would say for me, something that scares me a little bit is like, I don't know why. I don't know what could ever come about, but like, I do fear that there will be some sort of experience with New Zealand where I'm like, no, I hate this. I don't like this country. I don't want to live here. Literally for the life of me, I can't even imagine what that could be.
Yeah.
But still, something in the back of my brain is like, what if you don't like it here?
Yeah.
And I guess it's like, okay, well, if you don't like it here, there
are other places.
There's so many other countries.
Yeah, I kind of actually was gonna maybe say more or less the same thing, is that I think I'm afraid that there's gonna be something that I don't like and I will want to leave, but like, yeah, I don't know. Right now, I can't think of what that might be, and right now I feel like it's actually been even better than I imagined.
Yeah.
And I feel like I had New Zealand on a pretty high pedestal already before coming here.
Oh, I know what I'm very afraid of. something that scares me, not a little bit, but a lot. Like, if for some reason my family can't come out here and I go a year without seeing them, that's gonna be devastating. I'm gonna be so upset about that.
Yeah.
Like, that would suck. Like, that'd be very deeply painful to me.
Yeah, I think that's something too that I worry about as well, because I know that like some of my family can't come out, and it feels hard to kind of choose between like authenticity and attachment, and
Yeah.
you know, wanting to stay connected with your family and wanting to see them, but also like wanting to see the world and challenge yourself and live in new places, and sometimes you can't always have both. Yeah.
Yeah, which is such a hard pill to swallow.
It
because
is.
obviously you want to be ambitious and chase your dreams and everything like that. But you also don't want to feel like chasing that is in direct opposition to having a good relationship with your family.
Yeah.
Or like being with your family. Like, I don't even think Ian and Anya, my younger siblings, for all you viewers, like actually enjoy living in the Midwest. Like, the Midwest is just very boring and flat. They do have their friends there, for sure. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to, like, maybe try and convince them, or, like, literally just, like, sit down and have a conversation and be like, hey, let's live somewhere where there's mountains and surf and, like, good skate parks. And we can find that somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
And we can all live there together. And be together, you know? Just because we mean so much to each other, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Andrea, it's July 2025. What are you most excited about?
You know, obviously I'm really excited about all of the amazing fun things we're going to do here, and all of the experiences we're going to have. But I think I'm most excited about seeing how we like change and grow, and how we become more comfortable like navigating situations we're not familiar with, and learning to have fun along the way, you know,
Yeah.
and really embracing the discomfort.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's exciting, you know?
It is a super exciting thing, yeah. I would say I have the same exact answer. I want to see, like, how my paradigm changes, because it's so easy when you're back home to just, like, follow the same routine and do this and do that. But here, like, you have to be hyper vigilant.
So you don't get run over by
So
a
you
car?
don't get run over by a car, or so you don't, like, buy the wrong thing at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Or so you don't, like, make some weird cultural faux pas at a restaurant. Or, like, you have to be focused. You can't be focusing on the past or the future. Like, I think I'm super excited for that. And then also, like, I've found that when you're moving somewhere to a new place, it's just so easy to reinvent yourself. Like, I want to soak, I want to, like, soak up every moment. And, just, like, have a ton of fun. And, like, be a completely different person on the other side of this.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea where we're going to film the other half of this video.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe in our apartment that we don't have yet?
Maybe in our apartment that we don't have yet, and our camera will be placed on, I don't even know yet, you know?
Something we got off of Trade Me?
Probably something we got off of Trade Me, you know?
Not Craigslist.
Not Craigslist. That's a good joke. That's funny. I think that was the last question. That was the one we were going to wrap up on. So, if this is a video that I, like, publish out now, this will just be the part 1, and then part 2 will be coming a year from now, and then I'll just publish that video, and then maybe separately I'll create a combo list where it's, like, back to back, where it's, like, answer, or, like, question, and then answer 1, answer 2, so you can just super easily see the juxtaposition of how we've changed and everything like that. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Yeah, we can answer everything next year in like past tense, like what was the most exciting part? What?
Oh, and reminisce, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is like super forward thinking.
Yeah.
Like, very vision oriented. And then that'll be a good way to wrap it up and just, yeah. Hopefully not say goodbye to New Zealand forever. That would be bad, but at least wrap up our year-long working holiday visa. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. See ya! Bonk.